What is up, lovely people? It is May here. Today we're going to review another product, and it's the BT21 Fit on Stick. This is also from the BT21 XVT collection. Now, I did review a product from this collection earlier, and it was the BT21 XVT Lip Lacquer. Now, I was really impressed by that, so I was like, okay, let's try more of this collection. So today I'm going to review these Fit on sticks. Now, as you can see, there are 4 of these sticks here. Now, these are not 4 different shades, but they are actually 4 whole different products. So first up we have this one. It's called the Fit on Stick Undercover, and it's with Tata, and this is supposed to be a color correcting under eye concealer. So it's supposed to be really red from the pictures I saw, but I do a lot of color correcting since I have a lot of redness in my face, and also for my under eye area, as my skin is very thin, so you can see my under eye dark circles very well. So I'm looking forward to try this. I'm worried if it's too red or too orange to smudge out though, but we will see. Next on is the Fit on Stick primer with Koya over here. This is supposed to be a smoothing primer stick, and it's supposed to glide on the skin very easily and help with pores and fine lines, but also at the same time moisturize the skin. So I'm looking very forward to that. Usually I use a MAC primer or the Heimish Artless Glow Base as my primer, but I'm very looking forward to trying this out today. Now, third up is the Fit on Stick highlight. Now, this is also a stick highlighter. All of these are sticks, so because my skin is a bit dry, when I do my morning routine, I tend to put a lot of moisture, and sometimes it's easy for my base makeup like foundation, cushion to slide a bit on that. So I usually don't go for like stick contours and stick highlighters because sometimes it smudge out my base makeup. So I hope that doesn't happen here, but curious about this. And finally, it's the Fit on Stick shading. Now, this is simply a contour stick, so I like to use a contouring on a daily basis. I use the one by Too Cool for School, the Art Class Roll-In palette, and it's definitely my favorite. So I'm looking forward to how a stick contour will compare up to that. So yeah, that is all the 4 of them. Now, I just did my morning routine and then applied my eyeshadow, but I didn't apply any other makeup yet. You can see I have a bit of redness on my cheek area because of my rosacea, and I have some scarring, acne scarring here and over here. So I wish there was also kind of like a green color corrector, but they do have a green color correcting base. So if you want me to try that out, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I might want to check that out as well. So let's go on to the first product. Now, I'm going to try the Fit on Stick primer at first because I like to prime my under eye area, my nose area, and mostly the parts of my face that tend to flake up a bit under my makeup. So I'm going to try that out first. Now, the stick itself looks like this, so it's pretty cute. It has Koya on top, and if we open it, it just looks like a simple, almost like a glue stick. I'm not sure what this will be. I'm not sure if you can tell that well on the camera, but I do not have much blackheads, but when I do have them, they appear on my nose. So if I don't prime this area well, it tends to be a little bit, my base makeup tends to dent a bit there. So I'm going to apply that there first, and then as well as my chin and my under eye area. So I hope this is smooth enough for the under eye area, because I don't like it when like a primer or any type of stick really tugs on the skin. So yeah, here we go. Oh my god. I'll just smooth that out with my finger. I think the reason for that happening is because the stick isn't actually straight. It actually goes like this. It has a little bit of a dent, so then the edges kind of ball up on my skin, but not a big deal. Alright, to be honest, it didn't tug as much to my under eye area as I would have expected. Obviously, I did have to tug a little bit on the skin with the stick, but based on the consistency when I first saw it, it is not that intense. So I didn't feel like I was really tugging on my under eye skin. And I feel like especially this area does look a bit more smooth and does look like a good base for makeup. So yeah, to be honest, I like that it has no scent and that it just feels very smoothing and doesn't have any like scent in there. I have to double check on the ingredients on that, but for me that's definitely a good thing. Yeah, for that is really good start. So let's color correct our under eye area with this Fit on stick. Oh my god, that's so cute. This is like straight up red. Oh my god. I think, to be honest, I have to do this with a brush, otherwise it might be too much. So I'm just going to use a brush and dab it like this because I'm not sure how this will look on the skin. Oh, it's not that bad as maybe I already have too much. If this is like this then this will actually last you a lifetime, I believe. Oh, it's not that bad. It looks like intensely red, but it's actually pretty similar to my current color correcting thing for my under eyes. Oh, I'm not mad about that at all. You can definitely see the difference. I actually really like this. This is way better than I expected. It looks extremely red, but it's not that red at all, and it just gives the right amount of coverage so that your concealer doesn't have to try that hard to cover up the redness or the peachiness. So yeah, I like that. Let's go to the other side. Also, what I like about this so far is that you don't need to use that much of it. Using a brush definitely makes it a bit easier though, as the stick might be a bit too big if you only do like the inner corner of the eye as I'm doing. But if you want to do the whole under eye, then I think I would suggest using the stick itself. I feel like it definitely cancelled out a lot of the redness for me. A lot of the dark circles. Oh my god. So far the two products I actually really like. I expected this collection to be like just some basic makeup and then with the BT21 characters just stamped on it, but so far everything I have tried is really high quality makeup and I'm not disappointed in anything so far. The Glow Lip Lacquers were really good, and now these I don't mind at all either. So yeah, so far so good. Now, since the other two products are contouring and highlight, I'm just going to finish my base makeup with my regular makeup and then use that on top and see the final results for the shading and the highlighter. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I just quickly finished my makeup. Now, I was doubting if I should powder my face first and then apply the highlighter and the shading, or just apply the highlighter and the shading and then powder afterwards. So I decided not to powder. However, I did notice that maybe I apply a little bit too much of the primer on my under eye area because it was looking a bit too shiny. So I did powder my under eye area. So I think we should try the shading first. So let's open this up. Often I use contour definitely before applying my highlighter, if I'm applying any highlighter in. Oh my god, this is so dark. I am so pale and this is so dark. Oh my god, I do not even know. Usually I use this brush for my concealer, but like I said, I use the Art Class by Rolling powder shading. But I think I need to use a bit more of a sturdy brush to to try and fade this. So I think I'm gonna use this, but I'm not as positive about this. I think this is going to be way too dark. Okay, let's just try. Alright, now let's try to blend. Alright, not bad at all. I thought it was very difficult to blend, but it went pretty easy and smooth, and it didn't mess up any of my base makeup at all. So there was a pleasant surprise. Also, it's not too dark, even though it looks really brown here. It is not bad at all. I actually really like this. I thought it was easier than the Art Class by Rolling contour, which I usually use, because I think if you have dry skin like me, powder contour or any type of powder on your skin like a blusher can make the skin feel a little bit dry or end up flaky up here. But to be honest, this looks really nice. Wow. Alright, let's try the last one, the highlighter. Alright, so finally to the last Fit On Stick. Now this is the Fit On Stick highlighter. It looks pretty light, to be honest. I'm not sure how well it will show up or if it's just basically only glitter, but we'll see. I hope this glides on as smoothly as the previous one, the shading. If it's like that, I'm already happy. So let's try. I'm going to apply this a little bit above the area where I just contoured, as well as my nose and above my cupid's bow, which is a little bit sweaty right now. I'm sorry. It just straight up created a streak. Maybe I should dab it. Okay, that's better. So just dab it and don't slide it like I did. Alright, so that was the final Fit On Stick. To be honest, I like this one the least. I feel like this one did really tug a bit on my base makeup, and I feel like the glow is not that obvious. If you compare it, for example, to Western highlights, this is like basically 0 and they are a 10. So if you are looking for something like really intense, like a holographic iridescent kind of highlighter, then I don't think this would be for you. But if you are looking for like a more natural type of highlighter, then this would be definitely an option. You can see it the best on my cupid's bone. Cupid's bone, what the fuck is that? On my cupid's bone, I'm sorry, and a bit on the cheeks as well, but it's not that like on there. So I would suggest, if you want really something like really pigmented, go for the 3CE strobing palette I used last time, because that one is really way more pigmented, and you might as well be able to put that on top, and then for example use this as a base for the glitters to hold on a bit better. I think that would work really well. But if I compare all of them, I think the favorite would definitely the under eye concealer and the shading, and these were actually the two things I would think in advance I liked the least. But the under eye concealer was really smooth. I really like the consistency. I think, to be honest, normally I use a primer and a concealer for my under eye. I think this is kind of a 2-in-1, and I didn't really need the Koya primer for my under eyes at least. So that was definitely a good thing. The primer I did really like as well, but I thought the shading and the under eye were just a little bit better. So yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty impressed again by these VT Cosmetics. Like I said earlier, it is kind of a hit or a miss with these collaboration collections. Often it's products they already have in their assortment with just like a BTS or like a BT21 sticker slapped on it. So, but for these, I really like them so far. Everything I tried, like the Glow Lip Lacquer, like this definitely exceeded my expectation as well. So if you liked it as well, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would be happy to hear what you think, what you thought of this collection, and if you have any other suggestions, let me know as well. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to thumbs up, and if you like K-beauty, subscribe to my channel and you will see a lot more. So see you in the next one. Bye.